Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be making an NHL imperialism video. I got this idea from Dean's World on YouTube when he did it with Madden 23. So here's my version in NHL 23 and the rules are simple. I spin a wheel with all 32 teams on it and then a directional arrow, and whichever way the arrow points is the way you move. If it's empty, you conquer the area, but if it's occupied, a simulation game is played in NHL 23 and the winner conquers the other, eliminating the loser from the map. So let's get started. We're going to spin the wheel, see who goes first. All 32 teams are on here, so it's equal chance. Not everyone's going to be landed on. It's looking like our first move is going to be the Dallas Stars. Now we're going to see which way they're going to be moving and if they're going to be attacking, or doesn't look like they're going to be able to do anything. No teams in Mexico, so we're going to spin again. They're going to the right. By the looks of it, they're just going to be taking over Dallas, or they're going to be taking over Louisiana, excuse me. Which, obviously, no teams there, so that's going to be the first move. On to our second move. We're going to spin the wheel again. Looks like our next team making a move is going to be the New York Rangers. Let's see what they do. Being in the Metro, there's most likely going to be having to play a game against someone else. This looks like they're going up and to the right. Actually, looks like they are going to be taking over some land. Not actually playing, which is very surprising with how tight it is up in the Metro. On to our third move. All 32 teams are still on the wheel. No one's been taken out of the game yet. It's looking like we are going to get the Florida Panthers. They only have one way to go, so they're going to be playing a game against Tampa.
This one has been a good back and forth contest. We're sitting with a 4-3 hockey game. Puck picked up by Stahl. Florida's got a hold of it along the wall. The Panthers move the puck in the defensive zone. Takes the feed. From the defensive zone, they move the puck around. The Panthers looking against the half wall. Oh, and Surf's up a little too sweet with that save. Quick feed to point. Tampa Bay's emptied the net. The extra attackers here out on the ice. Tosses it to Perry. Sends it in front. Picked off in front. And that's all she wrote on that one. Barkov's hat trick leads the way in the victory, Ray.
Got himself in a good position to shoot the puck tonight. He was in front of the net. He was a dangerous player all night long.
And they'll come out and salute the fans.
Florida upsets one of the best teams in the NHL, even though Tampa Bay had a third period comeback. They weren't able to complete it, and Florida gains the entirety of Florida. Let's see who we get. Our next team looks like it's going to be the Colorado Avalanche, the reigning Stanley Cup champions. Let's see what they are able to do with their first move. So they're going to be going to the right, which is just gaining some extra land. Our next move is going to be, let's see, only one team is left or been taken out, so looks like we're going to have the Washington Capitals. Let's see which way they're going to move. They're a little bit harder to see since DC is not its own state, but they're on the map, and it looks like they are going to be playing the Philadelphia Flyers in the first game or the second game of the series. Flyers take care of the Capitals 6-1. can say I'm quite happy with that, being the Flyers being my favorite team and not exactly having much success this season. So I'll take what I can get. And the Capitals are our second team being eliminated from this simulation. We have two teams eliminated, being Washington and Tampa. Some recent Stanley Cup winners, so anything can happen in this. And it looks like our next team is going to be the Toronto Maple Leafs. And they are most likely going to have to play a team, considering there's not very many teams in Canada. And it looks like they are going to be playing the Buffalo Sabres. The up-and-coming Buffalo Sabres take out arguably a Stanley Cup favorite in the Toronto Maple Leafs, but being Maple Leafs, you never know what they're actually going to do. So our third team's eliminated. Okay, so now we're on to our next move. We have three teams eliminated, being Toronto, Washington, and Tampa Bay. So it looks like our next move is going to be the Montreal Canadiens. Let's see which way they move. Looks like they are going to be going kind of down to the right, which looks like they are going to be taking over Maine. Have our next move of the game. See what team will be either playing or conquering some more land. And it looks like we are going to be having the Anaheim Ducks, which I do not think have a choice of what they do. I think they are only going to be playing down to the right. That they'll be playing Coyotes, so this is going to be a battle for Connor Bedard. The first of the California teams have been eliminated from the game with a third period comeback by the Arizona Coyotes. Let's see who our next team is with a move. We've lost quite a few teams actually right off the bat, which is surprising since there's a lot of teams spread out, and it looks like we're going to have the Coyotes again. Let's see if they're able to take out another California team or expand. So it looks like they're going right for the Kings now. It looks like they want all of California to themselves. Coyotes' reign is over with a 3-0 loss to the Kings, who take over all of Arizona and the rest of Southern California, and they are starting to gain some ground in this simulation. With the Coyotes losing, being our latest victim of a team being taken out. And it looks like our next team making a move is going to be Chicago Blackhawks, another team that is in the Connor Bedard sweepstakes this year. They don't have much competition left. A lot of the teams have already lost. So it looks like Chicago is not going to be playing a game. They're going to be expanding down into Kentucky, which is good for them considering they don't really have a very strong team, so they got to stay alive for as long as they can. We have our next move. Let's see who we have now. Let's see if we lose another team, and it looks like we're going to have Detroit making a move. Let's see what they do with their opportunity in this game. It looks like they are going to be going left, and looks like they are going to be taking over Wisconsin. So now we have our next move of the game. Let's see what we get this time around, see who's making a move. It's looking like we have the Buffalo Sabres making their next move. They're definitely going to have to play a game with how congested the Atlantic and Metropolitan is. They're going to be going down to the right, and it looks like they are going to be taking on the Philadelphia Flyers.
Makes the save.
Focused in on the puck, gets himself in the center of it, and makes an easy stop.
Makes it look easy on the play there, Ray.
I think it's harder for the goalie in the shootout than it would be on a breakaway. The shooter has so much more time.
Absolutely nothing doing on that.
Sometimes you make a move, sometimes you choose to shoot, and there's just nothing there.
And he denies him.
Really important for the goalie to be solid in the shootout.
Atkinson's made his way to center ice. We still don't have a goal. Gives them absolutely nothing on that.
It's amazing how many points are alive in a season. The goalie has to be good.
Makes the stop. This is why they practice it, right, Ray?
Yeah, keep it as uncomplicated as possible, and he makes a good save.
And he makes it look easy on the play.
Just like they do in practice. Stop just what the shooter has to offer.
Surge to come back, but weren't able to hold on, and they lose to the Sabres 2-1 in a shootout, being eliminated from the game. It's a good run from my favorite team, but wasn't expecting much from them in this simulation. Let's see who our next team is making a move. It's looking like we have the Montreal Canadiens again. Let's see if they play someone or they expand on more land, which I don't think is a very high option. It looks like they're going left and will be taking on the Ottawa Senators.
Looking to set a positive tone for the club. He's dialed in on that one.
So quick across the net. Doesn't matter if you deke or shoot on him. He's really good at this.
Gives them absolutely nothing.
I think the goalies that are best at this are the ones that are the most efficient. They don't move a whole lot.
Makes the save.
Focused in on the puck, gets himself in the center of it, and makes an easy stop.
Scores! Oh, what a snipe!
Didn't have much room. It looked like the goalie was in pretty good shape. But this one's in the back of the net.
Puts it in and will play on!
Oh, cold-blooded right there. Pressure is on him. He had to score. And the shootout will now continue.
It's off the Montreal Canadiens despite blowing the 3-0 lead in the third period. They end up holding out in a shootout. And eliminate the Montreal Canadiens from this simulation. Our next move of this game, let's see what we have going on next, and it's looking like we have the New Jersey Devils making their first move of the game. There's not much for them to do considering where they're located. It looks like they are going to be going right at the Buffalo Sabres. Let's see if the Buffalo Sabres are able to knock off their second team of this simulation.
Playing again.
But the Buffalo Sabres are eliminated from the game. They hung around but ended up losing in overtime despite being outshot by 20. And the New Jersey Devils have now taken over quite a bit of the eastern United States, with the New Jersey Devils eliminating the Buffalo Sabres from contention. Both up-and-coming teams with a lot of very good young players, and it looks like our next team making a move is going to be the Calgary Flames. Let's see if we get the Battle of Alberta right off the bat. That would be good. But instead, it looks like they are going to the left and will be taking on the Vancouver Canucks. Calgary Flames take out the Vancouver Canucks. Canucks are another floundering team this season, so was expected. And well, Calgary is also not a very good team this season, but Calgary takes them over and now own a large portion of Western Canada. Quite a few teams now being eliminated. Let's see who our next team making a move is, and it looks like we are going to have the New York Rangers making a move. There's not a lot of space for them to expand to, so let's see what they do. They are going to go up to the left, which looks like they are going to be taking on the New Jersey Devils.
Everything. Executed the mo, we had a teen romance. Yeah, you were so pretty, babe, had me in a trance. I got really nervous, used a bathroom in my pants. Yeah, you just left it off and then you still gave me a chance. Like, oh my God, I can't go on. My pants are ruined. Oh my God, we carried on. She's a saint and I'm a freak. Who could bear me for a week? She says she wants me for a lifetime. Don't know what she sees at me.
The Rangers have taken out the New Jersey Devils, absorbing a large portion of the Metropolitan Division. The Rangers have eliminated the Devils from the simulation, so now we are going to have our next team see what move they're going to make, and it looks like we are going to have the Edmonton Oilers, the other part of the Battle of Alberta. See what move they can make. They can either expand or they can take on the Flames. And it looks like they are going to be taking on the Calgary Flames.
Out of body, out of mind, telling everyone I'm fine, but I'm showing them a lie. Out of body, out of mind, think I'm running out of time. Oh God, I don't wanna die.
have the Calgary Flames defeating the Edmonton Oilers 2-1 to win the Battle of Alberta and eliminate the Oilers from this series. We are going to have our next move of the video, which looks like it is going to be the Detroit Red Wings. Let's see which way they move. They are going to go up, and it looks like they are going to take on the New York Rangers. A third period offensive explosion, the New York Rangers take out the Detroit Red Wings, gaining even more of the East Coast, bringing their teams defeated up to 3, which they are gaining a lot of ground in this game. Next move of this simulation, we are going to have the Florida Panthers making a move, and they are going to be going, can't go into the Gulf Coast, so they got to go up or to the left. They're going to be up, expanding into Georgia. Next move, let's see what happens here. And it looks like we are going to have the St. Louis Blues making their first move of the simulation. And let's see where they go. They're going to go straight down. Next move of this video, we are going to be having the Winnipeg Jets making their first move of the video. Let's see where they are going. Looks like they are going to go south and expand into the United States. No game here, just expansion. Okay, now we're going to have another turn. Let's see if we have a game. We haven't had one of those in a while. A lot of teams have been expanding. And it looks like we are going to have the Carolina Hurricanes. Let's see which direction they are going in. Looks like they are going to go down to the left. And they are going to be taking over South Carolina. It's pretty close to taking over or taking on Florida, but they are going to be taking South Carolina and closing the distance between a few teams. Do the next move of the simulation. Let's see what we've got going on here. And it looks like we have the Blackhawks. Let's see what they can do. They are going to be going directly to their right and once again expanding. They are avoiding a lot of the teams in the area, and that is most likely their last chance of avoiding any games. Okay, let's see what happens now. Hopefully we get a game. We've had quite a bit of expansion, and we're going to have the Kings. There's a very good chance the Kings are going to be playing a game here. Looks like they are going to be going straight up, and there, finally, we are going to have another game with the Kings taking on the San Jose Sharks. Two late goals by Trevor Moore. The LA Kings take control of the entirety of South Carolina, defeating the San Jose Sharks 4-2 and knocking them out of this simulation. Now we have our next move of this game. Let's see who does what, and we are going to have the Winnipeg Jets making another move in this series. Let's see what they do. They are going to go down to the right, and it looks like they are going to be taking on the Ottawa Senators to take over the majority of Canada.
They say you can't forget the past if you won't give up its ghost. The difference between medicine.
Defeat, Winnipeg takes out Ottawa, taking over the majority of Canada, leaving the only Canadian team left in the simulation being Calgary and Winnipeg. Next move of our simulation, let's see who we get. And our next team making a move is the Dallas Stars. We've not seen them make a move in quite a while. Now they are going to be going up into New Mexico to have our next move of the game. See what we've got going on now. And we got the LA Kings again. Let's see if they're able to take out another team or maybe even expand. And let's just say that they are going into Oregon. They are taking over Oregon, expanding, closing the gap between Seattle. Now we have our next move of this simulation. Let's see who we get. Maybe someone can make their first move. It looks like Colorado is going to go. Stanley Cup champion. Let's see who they take over, what they do. They are going right for St. Louis.
He's ready to get this thing underway. And he comes up empty-handed on that one.
You stand out at center ice and you're ready. You got your plan, and sometimes you just don't execute it.
Advantage goalie on that.
Now, there's no dice. I got a good view of it. There's just nowhere to shoot the puck.
Makes it look easy on the play there, Ray.
I think it's harder for the goalie in the shootout than it would be on a breakaway. The shooter has so much more time.
Absolutely nothing doing on that.
Sometimes you make a move, sometimes you choose to shoot, and there's just nothing there.
And he denies him.
Really important for the goalie to be solid in the shootout.
Rantanen's made his way to center ice. That's it! There's your game winner in the shootout!
Wins in a shootout thriller, eliminating the St. Louis Blues from this simulation and reducing the amount of teams once again. To our next move of this simulation, just losing the St. Louis Blues. Let's see, we get Colorado again. Let's see what they do with this move. They have the potential to take out even more, and I would say our favorites to win this video. So they are going to move left. They are going to be moving into Utah. On to the next turn of this. Let's see if we get Colorado for a third time and see. We have the Pittsburgh Penguins making their first move of the video. See what they do. It's going to be down to the left. So they are going to be, looks like they are going to be moving into West Virginia. On to the next turn of our video. Let's see who does what. We have the Pittsburgh Penguins again. Let's see if they are able to avoid playing or if they are going to have to attack. And once again, it looks like they are going to be taking over Virginia by a small margin. Yep, so they just took over West Virginia and Virginia back-to-back turns. All right, on to the next part of the video. Pittsburgh has avoided playing anyone so far. They've taken over 2 states, West Virginia and Virginia. Now we have Vegas. Let's see what Vegas does. They are going to be going up and to the right. They are going to escape playing, the only place they could escape playing, and take over Idaho. On to the next part of our video. Let's see who we have now. We are going to have the Florida Panthers making a move. See where they are going to expand into, and they are going to be going, can't go down. They're going to be up and to the left. So they are going to be taking over another territory. They are not going to be playing anyone once again. All right, let's see what we get now. We have quite a few teams that haven't had to move yet, and Colorado is not one of them. They are going to be going again. Let's see if they are able to take someone over. And they are going directly up. And no, they are not. They are going to be taking over another unclaimed territory. Now with another expansion by Colorado, let's see if someone can attack. So we have the Hurricanes. Let's see which direction they are going. They are going down to the right, which is the ocean. We have down. They are going to be taking on the Florida Panther. With a 3-goal second period, the Carolina Hurricanes eliminate the Panthers from the simulation. To our next portion of this video, let's see who we have next. Once again, we have the Hurricanes making another move. Let's see what they do this time. It looks like they are going to be going straight up and taking on the Pittsburgh Penguins in our next matchup of the series. A third period comeback and a last-minute goal by Brady Shea. The Carolina Hurricanes take out the Pittsburgh Penguins and delete them from this simulation. Now on to our next spin of the wheel. Carolina Hurricanes have been gaining vast amounts of land quickly. And we have Columbus making their first move. Let's see what they are able to do with it. And they are most likely going to be having to play. And they are going, which looks like they're also going to be playing the Carolina Hurricanes. They are going right through Pittsburgh's old territory.
Remember what it's like to be there. You definitely had to be there. When you got no place to call your home, just remember you felt in the show. Remember.
It's an overtime winner by Boone Jenner. The Columbus Blue Jackets take out the Carolina Hurricanes, deleting them from this franchise. On to our next move of the video. Let's see what we have now with the Boston Bruins making their first move of the video. Let's see which way they go, and they are going to go down into Rhode Island. They're not going to be doing much, but there's not much area for them to take over down there where they're at. On to the next move of the simulation. Let's see what we've got. We've got the New York Rangers making their first move in a while. Let's see which direction they are going to go. They're going to go down and attack the Blue Jackets for the majority of the East Coast.
Tell me broken and the pieces won't fit back together. Maybe you just me up, wasting my time, wasting my trust, wasting my love. Tell me that you're sorry, even if you're lying through your tears.
That Columbus takes down the Rangers 3-1 to take over the majority of the East Coast, leaving the Islanders as the only other remaining metropolitan team. On to the next move. Rangers have been eliminated by the Columbus Blue Jackets, and quite the upset. So we are going to see who the next team is that's going to be taken out, and who is going to be one step closer to be winning this. Next, we have the Winnipeg Jets. Let's see which direction they are going to move and what they are going to be doing. So they are going to be going up and to the left. So they are going to be taking over more territory, claiming another large portion of Canada. On to the next move of the video. Let's see who's going to be making a move, and it's going to be the Dallas Stars. Let's see what they're going to be doing with their opportunity to play. They're going to be going left and taking on the LA Kings.
Rich kids ruin everything. I took you to the mall, we had a teen romance. Yeah, you were so pretty, babe, had me in a trance. I got really nervous, used a bathroom in my pants. Yeah, you just left it off and then you still gave me a chance. Like, oh my God, I can't go on. My pants are ruined. Oh my God, we carried on. She's a saint and I'm a freak.
With a 4-0 shutout of the LA Kings, Dallas eliminates the Kings from this simulation, claiming the majority of the West Coast. Or with that game, the Dallas Stars have now taken over the entirety of California, and now we have the Nashville Predators making their second move of the game, and it looks like they are going to be taking on the Columbus Blue Jackets. And with that, Columbus continues their unlikely pillage of the majority of the Eastern Conference, with only the Islanders, the Bruins being left from the entire Eastern Conference. Final 10 teams, and let's see who we have left, or who we have moving. We have Minnesota. Minnesota's making their first move of the video, and let's see what they do with that move. They are going to be going right and taking on Columbus once again. Let's see if Columbus can continue their dominance of this simulation so far.
It's a constant fight, accepting what I'm good at. Operator, give me your hand. It's a constant fight, rejecting good behavior. I'm just 1 in 7 billion. Say something. I believe that war was made to ruin people. Mr. General, show me your hand. I believe that we're all created equal, just like every human. Say something. Why don't you say something? Say something.
Minnesota's first move of the video is a big one, taking out Columbus Blue Jackets and taking over everything that they have amassed so far throughout the game, eliminating another Eastern Conference team from contention. Reaching the end of the video with only a few teams remaining, and once again we have Minnesota making another move. Let's see what they're able to do with the massive amount of land they were just able to gain. They're going to go to the right and take on the New York Islanders, who have not made a move yet in this video.
Out of body, out of mind, telling everyone I'm fine, but I'm showing them a lie. Out of body, out of mind.
Just like that, there's one team left in the Eastern Conference, with Minnesota defeating New York Islanders, and the Boston Bruins are the only Eastern Conference team left in contention. On to our next move of the video. After the New York Islanders were eliminated from contention, we have the Wild again making another move. They are here to win. They are going to be taking over a new territory. I have not seen that in a while. On to the next part of the video. We have the Winnipeg Jets making their first move in quite a while. They are going to be going straight down and taking on the Minnesota Wild. With a dominant 6-2 win over the Jets, the Minnesota Wild have now claimed the majority of Canada and own 50% of the entire map. With one Eastern Conference team and one Canadian team left, let's see what is going to happen with this wheel spin. And we have the Dallas Stars. They are going to be making their first move in a while. They are going to be taking over a new territory, closing the gap with the Colorado Avalanche. Our next spin of the video. Let's see if the Kraken are finally able to make a move, which they are not. We have the Bruins, who are yet to play anyone and have only taken over Rhode Island. Let's see what they do. And the Bruins, once again, narrowly escape, claiming the last small piece of land there is before having to take on the monster Minnesota Wild. On to our next spin. We have the Wild once again. Let's see what they are able to do with their next turn. They are going to be going down to their left, and looks like they are going to be taking on the Colorado Avalanche in a huge matchup. Just like that, Minnesota has been taken out, and Colorado Avalanche, have now taken over the majority of the entire map, holding a position of power with very few teams remaining. We have a move by the Colorado Avalanche. Let's see what they do with their newly gained land from the previous Minnesota Wild. And they are going to be taking on the Chicago Blackhawks.
Really, entertainment is communication of social values from one person to another. There's no sin in being interested. So where does it belong?
I feel the center of consciousness is consciousness as well. I feel the essence is all controlling, leading, told me. I feel it splits as my skin slowly splits in flux of hell.
In a massive upset, the Chicago Blackhawks take down the defending Stanley Cup champions, Colorado Avalanche, down to the final 6 teams of this simulation, and we have the Calgary Flames making their next move. Let's see what they are going to do. They are going to go straight down and take over one of the few remaining territories that have not been explored. On to our next move. We have the Calgary Flames once again. They are going to have to play a game here. Let's see who it's against. It is going to be against the Vegas Golden Knights, who have yet to play a game. And with that, the last Canadian team is eliminated from contention with a 2-1 win by the Las Vegas Golden Knights. Now we have our top 5 teams. Let's see who is the next to be eliminated. We have the Chicago Blackhawks. They are making their next move. Let's see what they do with it. They have nowhere to go that way. Nowhere to go up. And that is Vegas. So we're going to have Chicago versus Vegas in our next matchup to get to the Final Four.
Life is unkind, but then again, so are you. Lately I started to feel like I'm slowly dying, and if I'm being real, I don't even mind. I was holding back 'cause I just couldn't decide whether I am my worst or I'm totally fine.
The Chicago Blackhawks Cinderella run comes to an end when their comeback fell short in the third period, losing 4-3 to the Vegas Golden Knights. That we have our top 4 teams, which is Vegas, Seattle, Dallas, and Boston. And Boston finally makes a move, and their only option is to take on Vegas, so that will be our next game. Just like that, Boston has taken over the majority of the map, knocking out Vegas. They have sat idle, claiming land the entire game, and now they made their big move, making the final 3, taking out Vegas, which leaves Seattle, Dallas, and now Boston, with Seattle not making a single move this entire game. Who will be the final 2 teams when we have a matchup between the Boston Bruins and the Seattle Kraken. The first move Seattle has made this entire time. third period explosion, Seattle takes down Boston 5-2 to be the final two teams, Seattle and Dallas, and position to win it all, not making enough move the entire game until the last round. Final matchup between the Seattle Kraken and the Dallas Stars. I was not expecting either of these teams to be here, but here we are. All that. Seattle has won. They did not make a move until the last round, and they have taken out the entire map and have won the first NHL Imperialism quiz. That is one of the very few things that I did not expect to happen. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments if there's anything you want me to do or if you would like to see this again. Thank you.